If, for instance, the anime can continue to remain consistent, like what we saw from this first episode, and that the storytelling is also consistent, then we have probably fundamentally one of the best anime of the year. Straight up. Like, already 2026 aired, like, started airing anime, and this might already be anime of the year.
Okay, hold on, bro. So you're telling me this anime off the first episode is a 9.2 already? And Twitter is glazing the fuck out of this shit. The year just started, gang. I'm not gonna lie, seeing all this talk about this anime called Sentenced to Be a Hero really got me interested, so I had to check it out. I had to lock in for this hour-long episode, but I'm gonna make it shorter for you guys. Off rip, we're put on this cool ass POV angle of this kid running, which I already started fucking with. These frogs with like fungi over them on some Last of Us shit had destroyed this caravan with knights and supplies, as well as this coffin this kid is running with. Brody puts himself in a corner and hides in this hole, and right before the monster gets him, the main character gets introduced. Oh, they got the music too? The POVs? Oh shit, that's a cool ass intro. This is Xylo. Him and his partner Dota are there to help Holy Knights retreat from this place. Cause those monsters we saw, which are called fairies, there is a whole lot more of them where they came from. Dota has a stealing problem, which we learned throughout the episode. And Xylo sees what he stole, which is this nicely decorated coffin. When they open the coffin, they see a blonde girl covered with branches. Dota thinks she's a princess, but Xylo knows exactly what she is.
She isn't even a human. That kid is a goddess.
Goddesses are ancient weapons for humans to use against demon lords. They're super important, and Dota stole it. They get interrupted by a noise nearby, which is a group of knights, but they're getting annihilated by these fairies. Their job is supposed to go help them, so that's what they have to go do. Xylo gives a cool ass speech on some leader heroic shit, and the goddess overhears this. She had woken up from her coffin and immediately starts to glaze Xylo. This goddess chose Xylo to be her knight and grants him absolute victory if he accepts her. But for some reason, Xylo doesn't f with goddesses. He refuses to accept her offer and won't even pat her on the head, which she really wants for some reason.
And your hand shall lavish pats upon my head. You may pat away to your heart's content. No amount of praise could properly honor the majesty that is a goddess.
And he just makes his way to the battlefield. Xylo is putting in work to defeat these monsters and has this power of coating his daggers with light that explodes on impact. Even Dota locked in for some kills with his little ass shit. They end up defeating the monsters and go to camp and chat with the knights. At first shit was cool. They was grateful that they helped, but then they figure out that Xylo is a hero. For some reason, heroes are a bad thing in this story, and being sentenced as a hero for a crime is like one of the worst crimes that you could be sentenced for. Shit starts to get heated, especially when they figure out that the goddess they were exporting was with them. But Xylo gets a call from dude right here, which looks like some type of spy or some shit, and gives info that these soldiers were supposed to have retreated, but their captain Kivia ordered them to stay and fight. These knights hate heroes, but their code of life is dying for their captain and honor the captain in every way. Shit don't make no sense. Especially Xylo. He hates that type of mindset, but he still has to aid the knights cause that's what he has to do. So he does another speech and gets ready to finish his mission.
I would gladly let those bastards die. I despise people who throw their lives away. If I let them die on my watch, they'll have cause to look down on me. And that's one thing I can't allow.
Oh, okay. The knights they're supposed to help are fighting these monsters. And we see that now they got some giants on their team too. But the fleet are pretty prepared and have the weapons to fight back. These three are at a watchtower making a plan to help out the knights. But when they are about to leave, Dota already did and left a message behind that read, "Bro wrote a letter?" Yo, I can't read that, bro. I'm not Japanese. Come on, bro. Xylo makes his way to the battlefield, leaving the goddess behind. And I can't cap, his entrances are top tier.
Take this! Again!
He just gets in flow state and destroys all these creatures. Oh my god, that's Aura. The captain then revealed herself to Xylo as Captain Kivia. She sees the goddess that's with Xylo and questions how she's with him instead of the escort. But before she can ask any more questions, the demon lord finally shows up to the fight. This thing, which is the spider looking creature with some type of pyramid on its back, is the main boss. It's been spreading the fungus that's corrupting animals and using them to fight for it. The fleet attacks the demon lord, but it has a shield that parried the attack right back at them. This is a fight they don't need to be in. And Xylo makes it clear his job is to make sure they evacuate. anime. But the captain's too stubborn and still chooses to fight. She also figures out Xylo is a hero. She instantly lost respect for bro and starts throwing slurs. And that she's heard his name before. The Demon Lord made his way to the front lines and starts attacking the fleet. His power is crazy as fuck though. Oh, that's massive. What the f***? And it's got a dick? Hey, yo. Oh my god, it comes to life. That's sperm. This thing is dead ejaculated on the teeth. I've never seen that. This monster is dead ejaculating on these knights, bro. That's his power. Wait, this might be cinema. Nobody's done this before. Shit starts to turn into a big battle, but low-key, the Demon Lord is making it a massacre. Xylo is beat up bad, and the goddess is too. She wants Xylo to accept her powers and make it his, so he can save everyone and defeat the Demon Lord. But Xylo really hates goddesses and won't even look at her. She pleads him to accept her request, and Xylo understands there is no other way out. So putting his hatred aside, he cuts his hand and lets her kiss his wound, putting him in this out-of-world experience for a second. Him and the goddess are now together forever type shit. And whatever Xylo wants, she will get for him. You can see the reflection of what she had in mind through her eyes. And the next sequence of events, I'm not gonna lie, they got it, bro. Oh my god.
Of my power,
look how much there is.
I shall gladly offer you my blessing. Kneel down.
She just spawned his orange. What? Oh, hell nah. That needs to get nerfed. This shit was crazy. She literally spawned hella swords from the sky and nearly wiped out all the demons. Xylo has some crazy power at his disposal now. And the goddess still wants him to pat her head. I don't know what type of kinky shit. He finds the captain and gives his little speech again about him fighting for what he believes in and will take any consequences. They make their way to the Demon Lord, fighting the other demons while he's holding her with his right arm and fighting with his left. When they make it in range to fight the Demon Lord, Xylo prays for the goddess to give him a massive sword, which since they made the deal, she can read his mind now and knows exactly what he's thinking. Xylo did some good damage to it, putting a hole on the side of its body, but it started to regenerate. It grew these tentacles now that is destroying everything. Xylo is knocked out again, but he wakes up to Dota. Turns out he snuck off earlier and stole this bomb from a camp nearby. Xylo knows how to work it and is grateful Dota showed up right on time. He takes the bomb himself and lands it right on the Demon Lord, evaporating him in a second. Credits start to roll and the Demon Lord was defeated and some people survived. Xylo is finally talking with the goddess. And once things got comfortable, she makes her move again, trying to get Xylo to pet her. When he finally did, we see a flashback that he's done that before. The captain shows up and immediately starts pressing Xylo. The goddess starts defending him though by glazing him and saying he's her knight forever. That's when the captain breaks the news of the crime that Xylo committed.
What crime could sway my
Yeah,
heart?
what did he do? Let's hear it.
Killed a goddess.
Oh.
Look upon a fallen holy knight. He once made a pact with a goddess
Oh.
and cut her down with his own hand.
Oh shit. We get a flashback of Xylo in court with a bunch of crimes he committed, but the worst one was that he killed his goddess. He claims he didn't do any other crime, but killing his goddess he did. Xylo goes to explain that his goddess was already dying as she used up all her power and he had to take her out of her misery. It's fucked up, but what's even worse is that apparently none of this existed. The masked men claim that what Xylo is saying didn't even happen and Xylo is just this menace to society. They give him the ultimate punishment of being a hero for the crimes he committed, which is still crazy to me. And the show ends with Xylo realizing this man is his #1 enemy for destroying his life and setting up his goddess's death, and will now dedicate the rest of his life to getting revenge. Wow. Good shit. Okay. I definitely see how this shit is hyped up. This shit is pretty cool. One thing that definitely stood out was the animation in this was amazing. Looking at this anime was so satisfying. The fight scenes and how they like was tracking the people with the camera. That's how it's supposed to be for real. Especially in the beginning when he was doing the POV shit. The music was fire. They definitely hit the music straight on. It sounded like a hero soundtrack. Like every time it was playing when he was getting ready to fight and shit, it was amazing. The story, I felt like it was kind of boring at first. I kind of was trying to figure out what was going on. I know I'm a little slow and shit like that, but the way they edited it made sense. Now I'm fully on Xylo's side, bro. Fuck the government, bro. Anybody, especially the people that was wearing the mask, bro, get them out of here. I gotta tune in to every single episode when this drops. Probably make a whole review on it when I watch the entire thing, but I do want to just hop on and talk about the first episode because yeah, I was seeing too much dick riding on Twitter. It was actually insane. I could see this being a cool watch though for 2026. I don't know if it's gonna be up there as like, you know, one of the best like upcoming animes, but it is unique. It's a unique story. They got heroes as villains. You heard at the end that he said, I sentenced you as a hero. Like, that's supposed to be the worst thing that happens. Like, that's crazy. If y'all enjoyed this video, make sure you have a like and subscribe. I'm gonna be doing some more content like this. I'm just trying out new shit. Whatever floats my boat just starts floating my boat.